Hey, welcome to your yoga class. Good to see you all. Find a comfortable seat and then we'll get started. This is a 30-minute class. So just sit how feels good for you today. So you might want to sit here. This is called easy pose, just with the legs crossed. You might want to sit on something like a rolled up blanket, which I'm sitting on, or maybe a block or a book. So this is one way you can sit. If you wanted to sit just onto your knees and then bring the weight back onto your heels, find length in the spine, you can sit here as well. So a couple of choices. If you feel anything in the feet or the ankles, again, just place a blanket underneath the ankles or the feet. Make sure you're comfortable. And then with the hands palms up or palms down, just begin to find some stillness. And if it feels safe, close the eyes or just keep the gaze soft if you don't like to close the eyes in a yoga practice. And then a little bit of time just to arrive into the space, arrive onto your mat. Just checking the physical sensations in the body. Notice where you hold tension. Perhaps notice where the body feels open. Perhaps feel where the body is holding some of that tension. And then from here, place the left hand on the belly and then just the right hand above the left hand. Have that nice open heart center. And then the length in the spine is long and you're just relaxing the shoulders down just to give yourself loads of room to breathe into. Back of the neck is long, gaze is soft or the eyes are closed. And when you inhale, take a nice deep inhale into the hands, feel the belly expand. And when you exhale, just feel the belly fall back to the spine. In and out through the nose if that's available to you. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly falls back to the spine. Check in with the face, make sure the jaw's relaxed. And just feeling the body breathing. Inhaling and exhaling as you go here. Just dropping into the breath, becoming fully embodied, feeling the physical sensations, but also just noticing the flow of the breath. As you inhale, you feel the cool air come through the nostrils. As you exhale, maybe the slightly warmer air as it exits the nostrils. Just check in with your experience. Just notice how you feel. Maybe you're doing this practice after a busy day. Maybe it's the first time that you've given yourself permission just to slow down. Maybe you're doing this practice in the morning. So this might be the first thing that you've done, consciously breathing, checking in with the felt sense of the body. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Deep inhale, deepest of the class so far, right into the belly. Exhale, fullest exhale. One more like that. Deep inhale, right into the hands. Exhale, feel the navel point just draw back towards the spine. And then if your eyes were closed, just very, very gently just come with the eyes open. If the gaze was soft, then just lift the gaze up. Nice, beautiful. So if you were sat on your heels here, then we're just going to flip back over and then we'll join everyone else who's in easy pose. If you've got like a prop, like a blanket or something like that, just place it off to one side. And then just coming into the center of your mat. From this point, bring the feet about hip width apart and then just drop the knees down to one side. Inhale back to center, drop the knees down to the other. Just inhaling and exhaling as you go. Weight is back onto the arms, just leaning backwards, and you're just very, very gently just opening the hips out here. Feet are pretty wide. Inhaling to center, exhaling to either side. Nice. Couple more either side. Check back in with the face. Relax the jaw. And then eventually just come back to that easy pose. All right. From here, press the fingers into the floor. Roll the shoulder blades back. And then maybe just have a little intuitive move around here. You might kind of just look over one shoulder, look over the other. This doesn't have to look a certain way. Maybe bringing the chin down towards the sternum. Just be mindful of the neck. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure onto the head. It's early in the class. And then from here, we'll just move laterally down each side of the body. So flatten the left palm down, take an inhale, just find some length through that right arm. And then exhale over to the left. And then you're just going to swap. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up. So you inhale in here, and then you exhale into the other side. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Pressing both sit bones down into the floor. So your seat is pressed down into the floor. You find that you've got that neutrality through both hips. So you're not kind of lifting up like this. You're trying to keep everything stable. And then you're just feeling this stretch down the side of the body, maybe into the shoulder, maybe all the way down into the outer hip. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So just beginning to use the breath with a little bit more intention, waking the body up, bringing movement, this side to side movement, lateral movement. A couple more either side. And then bring that left hand down. Again, press the fingers into the floor, right hand, left hand, roll the shoulder blades back, heart center's lifted, maybe close the eyes. Just check in with your experience. See if you feel anything different as you begin to move into the asana part of the class or the physical posture part of the class. And then exhale fully if you haven't already. And then open the eyes. Nice. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to flip around here. So you're just going to roll onto one side and then come onto all fours. So set yourself up in a tabletop position, spread through the fingers. So really nice spread through the fingers. And then from here, if you want to just wriggle the hips from side to side, bring a little bit of movement in here. So we'll do a pretty dynamic posture, and then we'll hold it at the end. So we're going to find the dynamic movement and then work into a little bit of balance. So spread the fingers into the floor, have a look at the knees, make sure they're about hip width apart. Take an inhale, just lift that right leg up, and then the head and the heart lift, and then exhale, rounding knee to nose. So inhales, expand, exhale, contract. Four more. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale the right leg back. And then just hold the breath here. Hold the right leg out and then exhale fully. Sweep the left arm forward. So you got right leg back, left arm forward. Really stretch through the leg, stretch through the arm. Couple of breaths. If you find that your balance is a little bit wobbly, just look down to the front edge of your mat. So you're just staring right here. Engage into the core, Mula Bandha, just below the navel point. And then exhale, bring everything down to the mat. Nice. Do some couple of nice big hip circles. So come clockwise a couple of times, and then just come anti-clockwise a couple of times. Just keeping that movement in the body. And then we'll just do that on the other side. So we're going to do knee to nose, left-hand side. Set yourself up, spread through the fingers. Knees are about hip width apart. Inhale the left leg back, and then the head and the heart lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, left leg back. Hold the breath. And then exhale. Right arm comes forward. Really stretch through those fingers. Look down at the top edge of your mat. Engage here, right at the navel center. Nice. Beautiful, everyone. One more breath. And then exhale, bring everything down to the mat. Back into your tabletop. Bring the big toes together, split the knees wide, and then keep the arms out in front and come into extended child's pose. Let the head come down to the floor. Especially on this first one, you can use the hands just to provide a little bit of leverage, just to bring these sit bones here right onto the heels. If you find that everything's lifted up like this, then just do this, press the head onto the hands or the head onto the fists. Maybe claw into the fingers and just rock it out from side to side. So working into the hips, working into the back. If it feels too much, just walk the knees a little bit closer to each other. Breathe long and deep, in and out through the nose, up and down the spine, maybe in between the shoulder blades, maybe into the lower back. And see how we can use the breath just to open the body up. Again, just become fully embodied here. You, your mat, and your breath, physical body. Beautiful. Nice work. From here, keep the hands where they are. Press yourself back to a tabletop position. And then from here, we're just going to come into downward facing dog. So spread through the fingers, press into the base and the knuckle of each finger, and kind of into the fleshy parts of the thumb. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So it's the first one. So number one, I keep a bend in the knees to elongate the spine. And then I'll just maybe walk it out a little bit. To bend into one knee, bend into the other. Maybe look under one armpit, look under the other armpit. So you make this pretty dynamic if you want. If you wanted to come into your down dog and just find stillness, then I recommend just keeping a bend in the knees to elongate the spine. Or you're just moving around here. Shake the head, yes, shake it, no. Pedal the knees backwards and forwards. And then eventually find some stillness. Look how much I bend in my knees, especially on this first one. Press the heels down towards the floor, elongate the spine, lifting the hips away from the shoulders. Nice, really nice. From here, you're just going to ripple forward and just come into your plank position. Nice. So remember in your plank, this might be where you stay, or you might want to bring the knees down and then you just come into a low plank. So you might be here. High plank or low plank. And then again, same thing as your down dog. Move around, maybe lift one hand, lift the other. Press into the toes. Feel the activation through the feet, all the way up through the legs. Maybe lifting the hips higher, coming back down, maybe swinging the hips from side to side. Nice, little bit of experimentation. And then if you hadn't dropped the knees already, then just do that. And then from here, we'll just work a little bit into the wrists. So spread into the hands. And then this left hand, you're just going to turn it round back to meet the knees. So the fingers are now pointing towards the knees. And then I'm going to use the right hand to support me. And I'm just going to work into the wrist. I'm going to work into this left shoulder joint. Nice. Just slowly bring in a little bit of movement into the wrists, which can be helpful because we use our hands a lot. We use our wrists a lot. Nice. Slowly bring that left hand back. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So you just turn outwards, the right hand, fingers pointing back towards the knee. And then again, just use the left hand here just to support yourself. Bring in some movement into the wrist, into that right shoulder joint. Move back the other way a couple of times. This is really good for wrist flexibility, wrist strength. Beautiful. And then slowly turn that right hand back. All right. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, come back into your downward facing dog. And then from here, just walk the hands back towards the feet and come into a forward fold. So this is the first one we're doing. Just got to adjust my microphone here. So keep a bend in the knees as you come into this forward fold. Bring the hands down. So you may be here. You might want to hang in ragdoll. So if you hang in ragdoll, you can keep a bend in the knees and just kind of dangle. So it's not all about having straight legs here. You're slowly moving into the hamstrings and into the lower back. Bring any sort of intuitive movements into it that feel good for you. But have the feet about hip width apart. Bring the weight into the toes, pressing down into all four corners of the feet. Head is nice and loose. Beautiful. If the hands are in ragdoll like mine, bring them down towards the feet and then very slowly bend into the knees and roll all the way back up. Or roll up because we've not come to stand yet. Press the feet into the floor, coming all the way up to stand. Slowly, 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 slowly. And then you find that the chest lifts, the shoulders roll back and the head lifts and then you come to stand. Nice, everyone. Really nice. Come to walk to the top of your mat. So 1 step, 2 steps, and then all the way to the top. And then come in your Tadasana. So this is your mountain pose. So in your mountain pose, there's a choice. You can have the feet hip width apart. You can have the feet together. I bring mine a little bit wider, so they're about hip width apart, just so I have a little bit more room when I come into a forward fold. All right, bring the hands to heart center. Just take a couple of breaths here. Back of the neck is long. Beautiful. Take an inhale, just sweep the arms up, just bring the arms straight up. And then exhale, separate the hands and then just rain it down. Come down really, really slowly. Keep a bend in the knees if that feels good for you. Take an inhale, come up to a halfway lift. So you might want to come up very high, especially here. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, drop the hands down, step back into your plank. So 1 foot, then the other foot. Take an inhale here to lengthen, and then exhale, lower to the floor. Keep the elbows tucked, lower down as slow as you can. Maybe the count of 6. Nice. Press the feet into the floor. Take an inhale, roll the shoulder blades back. Cobra pose. Exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's take 3 breaths here. Keep a bend in the knees if that feels good for you. Press into the hands. Lift the hips away from the shoulders. And then take an inhale through the nose. And then a full exhale through the nose. This time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, just sweep the right leg behind. And then exhale, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Make some room if you need to. Once you get the right foot to the top of the mat, drop the left knee down. Beautiful. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, and we come into a low lunge. Nice work. From here, inhale, find length, and then exhale, just sinking the hips down. Inhale, you find length, and then exhale, you just sinking the hips down. Nice. One more like that. Inhale, find length. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, length. And then exhale, bring the hands down, nice and slowly. Either side of that right foot. Place the left hand into the center of the mat, and then take an inhale, sweep that right arm up. So thinking about that rotation from the navel center. So you rotate from the navel, twist from the navel, open the body to the side wall. So you might want to stay here. The gaze can be up, or the gaze can be up towards the hands. Or if you want to do a couple of these really big shoulder stretches, then you just windmill the arm. And maybe keep a gaze onto the hand. So just follow the hand with the eyes as you sweep it forward and you sweep it back. Nice. Just come back the other way a couple of times or 3 times. Keeping a look, seeing where the fingers go, following the gaze if the neck feels all right. Final time. And then this time, just keep it up in the air. Deep inhale, lengthen. Open the heart center to the side wall. And then exhale, bring that right hand down. Tuck the toes on the left foot. Step the right foot back to meet it. Inhale, you lengthen. And then exhale, your choice. You can lower all the way to the floor, or a little chaturanga here where you come halfway down. This is where everything hovers. Inhale, upward facing dog, knees are lifted, or if you went to the floor, cobra. And then exhale, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here, or 3 breaths. Deep inhale, full exhale. Press the heels down to the floor. Deep inhale, full exhale. This final one, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Take an inhale, sweep the left leg back, and do all of that on the other side, and then just step the left foot forward. If you need to make room, then you might just lift that left hand, and then you just step the foot forward. Check the knee and the ankle are lined up. Drop the right knee down. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, low lunge. Nice. And then we just massage into this. So we might be feeling this into the right hip flexor, this big muscle at the top of the right leg. So inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, sinking in. Inhale, find length. Exhale, sinking in. Nice. 3 or 4 more like that. Inhale, length. Exhale, massage into the sinking of the hips. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. And then this time, exhale, just windmill the arms down or just float them down, rain them down, whatever feels good. Right hand into the center of the mat. Take an inhale, sweep the left arm up. And then again, just check the alignment of the left knee and the left ankle. Make any adjustments that feel good. Gazes up, gazes down, rotate from the navel, twist to the side wall. And then same thing, if you wanted to do just these nice openings through the shoulder. Keep a gaze of the hand as you inhale forward, as you exhale back. Nice. And then come back the other way. Follow the gaze if the neck feels okay. Opening up the shoulder joint. Nice. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. No rush here. Tuck the toes on the right foot. Lift the right knee. And then you're just going to step this left foot back to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen into your plank. And then coming into side plank, lift the right hand, roll over onto the blade edges of your right foot. Left hand can stay on the hip. And then lift the left arm up. Nice. Remember, you can stack the feet side by side here. You can drop the bottom knee down, or you can just stack the feet like I do. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand meets right. And then just lift the hips. Come into downward facing dog, just momentarily. Feel free to sigh it out through the mouth anytime you want to. Bend into the knees, press the heels down towards the floor. If you're super flexible, then you can come with straight legs, whatever feels good for you. So just meet your body where it is today. Let's do the other side on side plank. Inhale, lengthen into your plank. Nice. This time, left hand in the center of your mat, rolling over onto the blade edge of your left foot. This right hand's on my right hip. And then I might lift my right arm up. Try and keep like that kind of length through both sides of the waist. So don't drop the hips down too low. Don't lift the hips too high. One more breath, deep inhale. Exhale, right hand meets left. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhaling here. And exhaling. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Let all of the tension go from the head. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And then from here, just very gently and simply bring the knees down onto the mat, toes together, split the knees wide, sit bones back onto the heels, extended child's pose. So the second time we've been here, let's just find stillness in this one. We've done a fair amount of moving. So now we just find that stillness and just check in with the breath. Checking back in with your felt sense. Just noticing the effects of your practice. Beautiful, really nice work. From here, walk the hands back towards the knees and then press into the palms and then just roll all the way back up. Nice work, everyone. All right, from here, we're going to come back to sit. So if you've got a prop that you like sitting on, maybe a book or a block, or maybe like me today, using a rolled up blanket, and I just roll it and then place it down on my mat. And then I just bring my sit bones onto that. Just gives me a little bit of a tilt in my pelvis. So when I come and sit cross-legged, my knees are a little bit lower than my hips, or they should be. Probably they're not. But it just means that I can bring length in my spine. And sitting down here on the floor is relatively comfortable for me. All right. From here, place the hands so they're face down on the knees. And then we'll just move through a little bit of tension in the shoulders. So inhale the shoulders up, exhale down. In and out through the nose if that's available to you. Really simple. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If you wanted to close the eyes, then feel free and concentrate right in between the eyebrows. And where the focus is, that's where the energy will rise to. So your yoga practice, it's all about changing the frequency in the body. Nice. Inhale the shoulders up. And then just hold the breath. Retain it here. Let the energy circulate. And then exhale. Let the shoulders come down. Nice. And then a little bit of movement into the neck. So really simple here. Hands can stay where they are. Lengthen the spine, heart centers open. And then you just inhale in the head to the left. Exhale the head to the right. Eyes can be closed, gaze can be soft. Or the eyes can be open, whatever feels good for you. Inhale in left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Just working really, really gently. We did a little bit of work in the neck at the start. We've maybe gazed up towards the hands when we come into those side openings and side bends. But now working a little bit more specifically with the neck. Just notice where you hold tension. And connect with the breath. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Nice. Inhale back to center. And then exhale. And then we'll just finish on a little twist. So take an inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, left hand to right knee. Right hand comes behind, press into the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, just over to the right hand side. So inhale, you find length. And exhale, you just come into the twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Sweep both arms back up into the air on an inhale. And then exhale over to the other side. So this time, right hand, left knee, press into the left fingertips, find length in the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Inhale out of the twist slightly, and then exhale back into the twist. Inhaling, you find the spine lengthen. Exhale, you find the twist. Two more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Take an inhale, sweep the arms back up. Bring the hands to heart center, and then exhale, bring them down. Three more like this. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, maybe looking up to the palms. Exhale, bring the palms to heart center. Final two. Inhaling up. Exhale, framing the hands at heart center. Final one. Inhale up. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. From here, just placing the thumbs against the sternum, sit nice and tall, feel length in the spine, relax the shoulders down. And just check in with the effects of your practice today. Just a 30-minute class. I say just a 30-minute class. It's a considerable amount of time to spend with yourself and honor yourself, honor your practice. So congratulations for doing so. From here, just bring the hands up, just so they're in between the eyes, the right of the third eye. And just internally repeat this. May we always see the truth. Bring the hands onto the lips, so the thumbs are just touching the lips. May we always speak the truth. And then bringing the hands back to the heart center. May we always feel the truth. And that's our yoga in essence, feeling the truth, checking in with the breath, the body. And then just bowing your head down to your prayer. and wishing yourself well, wishing everyone else well. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. I'll see you all again next week. Take care.